Thank you so much for joining me today, where I am going to create the first page in my December documented for 2022. This is the first year I've ever documented my December, and the first page I actually created the foundation page a few days ago after I created this Christmas Day layout. So here I am creating my 6x8 page next to it. So I'm creating exactly the same foundation in a smaller size as I did in the larger one. If you want to see that video, it's a couple of videos back, so do check back and have a look how I created the original 12 by 12 page. So just using my lids from the paint and some pens and things to create the circles on this background, and you'll have seen I used the packaging technique to create the base of the green on the bottom, and I'm using Shimmers paints to do this in two different colours. The darker one that I'll use in a bit is green olive, and the first one that I've used there is a creamies in Sage It Isn't So, and these colours are just perfect for Christmas. I love them. So as I say, just continuing with pen lids and glue lids and everything else to create these almost like ring marks around the page. And my first day for my document December is going to be of my advent calendar. We had actually, as a family, decided not to bother with advent calendars this year. The kids are 15 now and they're not so bothered about them. They get bored after the first week or so. And we're trying to watch the pennies a little bit, as is everyone, with the cost of living going up. And we had an expensive garden renovation through the summer. So we're just trying to be a little bit more mindful of what we're spending our money on. So as I say, we decided not to do advent calendars this year, and then my lovely friend Adam, Scrappy Adam, offered to give me one of his the Flare Hut advent calendars, so that's what I'm documenting. So this foundation is nearly finished now. As I say, this was done a couple of days ago, and I've actually created this video on the 30th of November, ready for the 1st, showing my advent calendar. So moving on to the 30th of November, and here I am documenting this lovely box of goodness. Can't wait to dive into this tomorrow. So my page is just going to document what it means to me and the story I've just told, really. I took a photo of the box of the advent calendar, which is absolutely beautiful, and now I'm just using the kit that Jackie Ashton created for the December Stories 2022 group. I'm using this kit for my document December. I'll be bringing some other bits and pieces in, but trying to use the kit as much as possible. So just cutting some bits and pieces from the 6x8 paper pad, and I have used this already to create a layout a few weeks ago. You will have seen it, of our Christmas tree last year. So building up these mats behind the photo and just using little strips, and I'm going to stick with the traditional reds and greens throughout this album, and I'll predominantly be doing 6x8 pages, I think, but possibly adding a few pocket pages as well. We'll just have to see how it goes. Like I say, it's not something I've done before, so I'm quite excited to experiment to see where it takes me. So this 6x8 pad is the Simple Stories Mix and a Mingle. Gorgeous colours in it and beautiful patterns, and perfect for documenting in 6x8 because the designs are all scaled down, so that makes it a really good match. So I noticed on this sticker book from this is Hearth and Home from Rosie's Studio, there was a sticker saying special delivery in the red, and I wanted to bring that in because the photo's got the greens and black of the box, and obviously the background is all greens. So that special delivery sticker was just perfect for that. And when I stick it down, I realised that it really could do with a bit of foam behind it because it's bending down onto the page, so I shall fix that in a minute. And I'm going to use these foam stickers from Simple Stories to add my numbers each day. Now, I don't do an awful lot in December, so it's going to be interesting to see, but I've said I want to use this more as a gratitude journal, really, and just find something good in every day throughout December. And it might just be a cup of coffee, or finishing work early, or seeing a friend, but I will find something that I've found pleasure in every day and document that. So I'll probably be posting my days the day after they happen. This one I was able to do a day ahead of time because obviously it's an unopened advent calendar, but I won't know until the end of the day what I'm going to document each day, so I shall be a day behind posting these videos. And I'm going to try and post every day, but no promises. We'll see what happens. December can get very busy, can't it? So I'm just using the Rosie Studio puffy alphabets to spell out the words Advent Calendar, which will be the title of this page. And again, not every page will have a title, but this one, it was an obvious one. So I thought I would add that on at the top. I won't bore you with watching me sticking all of these down, but I'm using my T-ruler to make sure that everything's straight. And I'll put the word Advent at the top and then stagger the word calendar underneath. I'll show you the start of me putting calendar down, and then I'll fade out so that you don't have to watch, because it's pretty boring watching somebody sticking alphabet stickers, isn't it? So there goes the C, as I say, just staggered slightly from the word Advent, and then there I am at the end. So I want to add some journaling to the right hand side of the photo, so I'm going to create my own journaling mat, first of all with this beautiful mint green paper, and then I shall add some white cardstock on top, just measuring with my eye there and just adding a thumbnail mark to the paper so that I know where to cut it. It wasn't straight, so trimming it straight, and then I shall add some white cardstock on top of that to write the journaling onto. So here's just a scrap of white card that I've got from matting photos previously. So just cutting that down to size so that you can just see a border of the green around the edge. So again, just measuring everything by eye. I don't bother with a ruler, especially when you're working on such a small scale. And there we go. So just checking that I'm happy with the size of that, which I am. So then I shall take the white piece, add my journaling lines, and then my journaling using my black gel pen. And it's just saying exactly what I said, that we decided not to bother with Advent calendars this year. And then Adam had gifted me one of his, which I was very grateful for. So gluing this down onto that with some wet glue. Just trimming off the bottom because I felt that it was slightly unbalanced. There was a bit of a gap at the bottom, so it still fits nicely onto that paper. And nearly done now. I just want to add a few more bits and pieces. So I'm starting off with one of the hearts from the foam sticker sheet, just to add something to the bottom there. And then going into the 49er Market tickets, because I've got these in red. And again, there's one that says special delivery there. So I shall add that, and also a stamp because Adam actually posted this to me. So it's a nod to that. So just pulling one of the stamps off here, and then I shall glue that down. And true to Sarah style, I wanted the stamp to go underneath the special delivery title, but by the time I pulled it up and put it back down again, the stamp went on top, but it still looks fine. So that's that bit. And then I'm just looking for some other bits and pieces. So I go through the sticker book again. This is from Hearth and Home from Rosie Studio. Find this little gold piece to add there, and then keep looking and find a lovely buffalo plaid checked heart, which I can layer with that foam heart there at the bottom. And that just fills it in neatly. I want something to go between the title and the number 1 and the photo mat. So I'm just going to go through the Mix and a Mingle ephemera pack, which was in the kit that Jackie created for the December stories. So I'll have a look at this piece, but it's not quite right. And I keep looking through, find a green star, but again, not quite right for me. And then I find a lovely gold sparkle, so that gets glued on there. And that just joins those two sections together really without there being a huge gap. So now that's done, I'm just going to cover the photo with a scrap piece of paper and then come in with some gold splatters. And that's my day 1 done. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you'll join me again and that you've enjoyed watching this process video. Please give me a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed it. I'd love to hear any comments that you have in the comments box down below, and I shall see you very soon for day 2. Thanks again. Bye.